Happy day everyone. Welcome back to our English class. Dear students, today we are going to take up the next chapter of our English Gulmohar book, The Little Mechanic, written by Nathaniel Hawthorne. So let's begin understanding the text. Answer these questions. Question number 1. What high hopes did Isaac's grandmother have for her grandson's future? What hope did the neighbors have? The answer is, Isaac's grandmother thought that he would be an excellent workman when he grew up. She was sure that he would do well in the world. Some of her neighbors may have thought that Isaac would make beautiful furniture. Some may have thought that he would become an architect who would build great mansions and churches with tall steeples. Yet others may have thought that he would become a clockmaker when he grew up. Question number 2. How could Isaac's grandmother tell the time of day, whether it was bright or cloudy? The answer is, Isaac had made a sundial which could tell the time when it was bright and sunny. He had also made a clock which was set to work by the dropping of water. The sundial and the water clock helped his grandmother tell the time, whether it was bright or cloudy. Question number 3 is an extract from the chapter. That unseen, inconstant, and ungovernable wonder. Question A. What is this wonder? The answer is, the wind is the wonder referred to here. Question B. Why is it called inconstant and ungovernable? The answer is, the wind has been called inconstant and ungovernable because the wind keeps changing both speed and direction. It can blow however it likes, gently as a breeze or strongly as a storm. It is ungovernable because no one can control the wind. Question C. What did Isaac make it do? How? The answer is, Isaac made the wind tell him the measure of its strength. He did this by jumping against the wind. By the length of his jump, he could calculate the force of the wind. Question number 4. What kind of windmill did Isaac make? Did it actually work? How can you tell? The answer is, Isaac built a small model windmill. It was complete in its parts and machinery. It had little linen sails that whirled around when there was a wind. We know that the model windmill really worked because if wheat was put into the little hopper of the windmill, it would be converted into flour. Question number 5 is an extract from the chapter. As a boy, Isaac had discovered the mechanism of a windmill. As a man, he explained to his fellow human beings the complex mechanism of universe. Question A. How did Isaac Newton study the mechanism of the universe? The answer is, Isaac Newton studied the mechanism of the universe by reading books on mathematics and natural philosophy. He also thought deeply about different things. For instance, he gazed curiously at stars and wondered about their nature, distance, and power. Question B. Which discoveries by Isaac Newton does the text mention? The answer is, the text mentions that Isaac Newton was the first to find out the nature of light. He discovered the force of gravitation and then figured out all the laws by which planets are guided through the sky. Question number 6. I seemed to myself as a child playing on the seashore and picking up here and there a curious shell or a pretty pebble, while the boundless ocean of truth lies undiscovered before me. Question number A. In this statement, the sea or the ocean has been compared to truth. What has been represented as a curious shell or a pretty pebble? Why? The answer is, in this statement, the discoveries that Isaac Newton made, or the laws and mechanisms which he understood, have been represented as a curious shell or a pretty pebble. These discoveries have been called curious and pretty because they are wonderful and interesting. They've been compared to shells and pebbles because although they were very important in themselves, they were very small compared to the vast ocean of truth. The many things which Isaac Newton had not been able to understand. Why do you think Isaac Newton saw himself as a child in this image? The answer is, Isaac Newton saw himself as a child in this image because he felt as small, curious, wondering and excited as inexperienced as a child compared to the vast ocean of truth that guides our universe. Question C. What feelings does this statement express? The answer is, this statement expresses wonder at the workings of the world, the many laws and truths that still lie undiscovered. It expresses curiosity to know these truths. It also expresses humbleness. It shows that Isaac Newton, far from feeling proud of his achievements, was wise enough to realize that there were still many things to be understood and discovered, and thus felt humble and small instead of feeling grand and important. So dear students, these were the question answers of the chapter Little Mechanic. See you again in the next video with the question answers of the next chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you and goodbye.